Good blessed Sunday morning, June the 22nd, 2022. The time being 6 o'clock a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world. 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 All around the world with a universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. A freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, and a freedom to associate. If you on probation or parole, it's best to check with your probation or your parole officer to see whether or not it's legal for you to do any of the above mentioned, because it could be a violation of your probation. Now, you remember I said all those things that you do, long as you do it in a peaceful, in a respectful manner. And if you a felon, you might want to check with the local law enforcement officials to make sure that you ain't violating no law, being a felon, associating or doing any of other above that I mentioned with other felons. Now, you know, today, after I dropped one of my daughters off at work, I always like come to the park, get me a walk in or when I'm traveling. And then, you know, one thing about God, God don't have his people to go look for trouble. Sometimes God allowed trouble to come to his people, because God has disciplined us how to deal with certain things in this present than we used to deal with in the past. Anybody know me from the past with all these attacks, verbal and physical, I would have took it to the last stage. But I thank God for turning my life around. I thank God for turning my life around. Even though he put my boots on the ground, he put them on solid grounds. You see, solid grounds where I would make the right decisions. But y'all, when you pay attention to this video, the past 3-4 days, maybe 5 days, when I've been taking my daughter to work, we noticed a car down. The first time, you know, we always slow down to see if people need some help. And then all of a sudden, it came to my attention or my recollection, this black car that's broke down on 77 or 62 is one of the cars that pops up a lot of places where me and my daughter's at. It's one of the cars that be parked in the projects in the back of me on wall housing that the individual that attacked me with mace be in and be around. So do the other car that he came up on my property with to attack me. And God allowed me to see this car. I pray for the female that deal with this guy that attacked me. I pray that my daughters them don't get no individuals like that, because they need a man. They don't need an individual that go out and attack elder peoples and living with his mother and then want to look for a job when he catch a case. My bottom line is, only time I lift my hands is up to pray to God. I don't have to lift my hands on my attackers unless they right up on me and I'm defending myself. You notice I ain't never went to none of my attackers' houses, they family houses. You ain't seen my children's disrespecting their elder parents, even though they don't like what these individuals does to me or done to me. But be careful how the Bible tell you, be careful how you entertain a stranger. Some is entertain angels, danger, and death unaware. Pay close attention. Watch what karma is doing to some of these people in this town, Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, that study attack me, unprovoked attacks. Just pay attention.
God don't like ugly. I don't know if y'all noticed, one of my enemies, a guy that attacked me, studied videoing my cars when my daughters and them getting their hair done, and they dropping one of their co-workers off at work. This is one of the cars that been following my daughters and them right here. This car right here. You see what I'm saying? Let's see if my enemy had put that on his page. But God don't like ugly. That's called karma. That car been sitting there about 3-4 days. That's called karma. His car that he came on my property and attacked me on March the 20th, 2025. He got it on Marketplace, made a little video saying it's for sale for $2,000. You know what I feel sorry for and pray for? The female that thinks she got a man. See, a man won't be out here attacking elder people and living with his mother. You see what I'm saying? And then going to court telling the people that he's trying to get back at FedEx. But you wasn't with FedEx before you attacked me. You was driving for Lester Gillespie, the CEO and president of Fresh Start. You was driving one of their vans, driving our little children around. You and another fella. But God don't like ugly. You see, sometimes God give you a warning for destruction. You see, you run around videoing me, thinking you videoing me, but you videoing my daughters and them. They work. You see what I'm saying? You and your, I'm just gonna say you. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't be hard for you to find a job. If you got fired from FedEx for having an accident and wouldn't take a drug test, that must mean that you must have been high when you had that accident. But now all of a sudden that you facing felony probation or a felony that can send you to the penitentiary for attacking a 67-year-old man with mace. Now all of a sudden FedEx gonna hire you back, huh? God don't like ugly. It's called karma too. Me and my neighbors, we pay attention to what's in our neighborhood that don't normally be here. Even though your car is parked, the one you selling for $2,000 is parked down the street right around the corner from my house, where you would start staying after you attacked me. But see, I'm not gonna say he's over here. You see what I'm saying? Because I know you out of town on the pass. You see what I'm saying? That's my job, to find out where my enemies is at. You see what I'm saying? I ain't following you, but the neighborhood know who you is. They know your vehicle. The black car normally be parked right there, but God set it on the side of the road to let you know you don't mess with his people. I ain't got to lift a hand to you. You better ask somebody. That's who you was working for before you, on the day you attacked me. That's who you was working for right there. Fresh Start, Self-Improvement Center. You was driving those vans, picking up our children in the community. And you were still doing it until I made the YouTube of you attacking me. And then guess what? The people in the community told the CEO and president of Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center, who's making millions of dollars, who don't mind hiring people like you. They said, you got that man working for you and he done attacked a 67-year-old man. But after that, he got rid of you.
March the 19th and March the 20th. Then March the 19th, the day before you attacked me, I never mentioned your name. But on March the 20th, I mentioned your name after I found out who you was. But one thing about God, God is a good God. He take care of his people. He said the righteous will never be forsaken, nor would his seed beg for bread. Now, why didn't you tell them people you was working for Fresh Start during the time that you attacked me? Fresh Start didn't want the people to know that. But see, Fresh Start, the people that hired you, they ain't no different than you. They was working for Susanna Wesley when they committed voter fraud after they got arrested and they got convicted and they was on probation for federal probation. They still, Susanna Wesley still let him work for them, but he won't let you continue to work for him because people in the neighborhood talking. They're not just talking about the attack on me, they're talking about the other attacks too. You know the attacks I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying this for a reason. All y'all that been attacking me in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, whether it been verbally or whether it been physically, have you seen what been happening to y'all and y'all family? You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave y'all as I came, with a universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. I'm gonna say this here. Sometimes you gotta disconnect yourself with your family and friends, especially when they out here doing things that you know can get you killed. They can bring danger to your house. They can bring danger to your surroundings. They can even cause somebody else death because of the ignorance of somebody else. Most of all of my enemies, if not all of them, they ignorant and they cowards. Peace, be still. Oh, one more thing. If y'all want to buy that famous car that attacked me on March the 20th, 2025 in my driveway with Mace, y'all can look on Marketplace because my attacker made a little video showing the car and said it's a good car and he want $2,000 for it. Peace be still.